guys, welcome back to Chelsea's blog. I hope you enjoyed my last video. Today I wanted to answer the questions that were asked. I was only asked 2 questions. I hope there is more questions once I do more videos. Don't be afraid to ask me anything as long as it's PJ, like I said in the last video. Okay, anyways, one of the questions was, how do you have a stepdaughter when you have a boyfriend? Okay, good question. And I know a lot of people are not going to agree with what I'm about to say. And that's okay. You're not going to agree with everything I say. So that's okay. So I am attached to my boyfriend's daughter. And I see her as my stepdaughter. I know legally I'm not her stepmom, and legally she's not my stepdaughter. But in my heart, she is. And when she introduces me to people, she calls me her stepmom. And I'm okay with that. And when I introduce her to people, I introduce her as my stepdaughter. I don't cross any boundaries. I've told her many times, I'm not trying to replace you to replace your mom. I'm not trying to be your mom. I never want you to think that. I'm just your parent, just another parent to help you with life, to help you grow up. I'm also your friend. I told her she could tell me anything as long as it's not something that's going to hurt others or her in the process. So that is why. Next question was asked by Karina. Thank you so much for asking this question. I really wanted to share this with people for a long time and I never had the guts to, so thank you. Her question was, how did you deal with depression? Well, not many people know this. I was depressed all through my high school years. I didn't really deal with it, honestly, to be honest. I had depression for a long time. I didn't tell anyone. Everyone thought I was the most positive person. They always said, hey, I want to have Chelsea's attitude. Every time something goes wrong, she just smiles and moves forward and thinks positive. But honestly, when I get home, I used to come home and cry my eyes out. Because I didn't want anyone to know I was depressed. Because I didn't think anyone would be able to help me. And I didn't want people to be upset. I wanted them to be happy around me. So I kept it a secret for the longest time. I didn't even tell my dad. And I took medicine for it, but it didn't really help. Finally, one day I just broke down. And I grabbed a tattoo gun and started scratching my arm. Not deep enough to cut myself, but enough to where I was bleeding and enough where I could feel the pain. I was sent to Bridgeway. They asked me why I did it. I said, I'm not trying to kill myself. I just wanted to feel something. I wanted to feel like I was alive. Like I wanted to make sure I was still there. Because I can't feel anything. I don't feel anything. All I feel is the sadness inside me. I just wanted to feel something more than that. And then I talked to the doctor and everything. And I talked to a few people. And it didn't really work. I was still let out of Bridgeway because they concluded that I was not suicidal. I was just depressed. When I was taking the medication, I was taken off of it because I blacked out. I had a lot of anxiety after that. Finally, one day I realized that there's so many people who have bigger problems than I do. And that there's better things in life to think about than what's wrong in your life. And so I started, thinking positive and talking to people and telling them about my depression. I stopped hiding it. And eventually, I was me again. This year, I've been the happiest I've ever been in my entire life. Really, honestly, you just can't hide it. You have to talk to someone. If you really are depressed, please talk to someone. It's not good to hide it. It just makes you hurt even more because you're bottling up your emotions. It's not very healthy. So please seek help right away and do not do anything that can harm you or others. I hope this video has helped you and inspired you. I love you guys, and I'll see you Wednesday. Stay blessed.